What up, peeps and peepettes? MorbTron back today with more Warframe, and today we're doing kind of a fun build on the Attica. It's a build you could do mid-game for fairly cheap. Now you do need to invest a couple forma into your Attica to do this, but I think the weapon is completely worth it. But without further ado, here is the weapon. So I've used 2 forma on it, which has given me 3 of the V, or Materai. And it's allowed me to do this. So it's calling it like a chain gun, explosive chain gun type thing. I'm using blast damage, which isn't the best. I mean, this build is not for min-maxing the most effectiveness out of the weapon. It's built for fun. So we've got Serration with 6 upgrades into it, Point Strike, Thunderbolt for that 30% explosion, Shred for both fire rate and punch through, Magazine Warp, Vital Sense, 4 out of 5 upgrades, Hellfire, 3 out of 5, Cryo, 3 out of 5. Now, you can, get rid of Mag Warp if you want. It does only give you 6 extra arrows in the bolt, if you don't want to invest any forma. However, it just adds to the build. More arrows to shoot. It does reload kind of slow, so the more arrows you're able to shoot, the better. So basically, this thing shoots super fast, punches through targets, and explodes all the time. Its crit damage is 6 times, crit chance is 62.5%. Also part of the build, though, I am using a kitty cat named Apollo, who is an Adarza Kabat, and so he's got Cat's Eye. So 50% uptime, I have 60% increased crit chance, which puts my crits into orange. I get orange crits on this weapon, which I think is pretty good from where I'm sitting at in the game right now. It's the first combination of things that I've been actually able to get orange crits consistently. So hats off to Apollo, also for being a very good-looking kitty cat, I must say. We're going to hop into a mission here. Now, I don't have access to the Simulacrum yet, or however that is pronounced. So we're just going to have to hop into a random mission and see what we can do here. So let's see, what do we want to do? We want to do a survival mission, because those are going to give us the most enemies. Let's do not public. We're going to do solo and this. Alright, so we're here. We're 10 minutes into the survival mission, and just kind of showing you guys what this thing can do. So the only downfall to this build is its reload time. The Attica's reload speed is quite awful. And while you're reloading, you can get, knocked down and stuff, and it kind of sucks, but it's definitely fun. You get enemies in a choke point, and the explosive damage and the punch through just does work. It's it's really fun. You get the Cat's Eye proc going, and you just get orange crits all over the place. Now, granted, you can't really see because of all the, infection around the place right now. But yeah, you get enemies in a group, and this Attica build rips through them. Just completely rips through them. And nailing things to walls with the punch through. Oh, I don't know if there's anything more satisfying than nailing an enemy to a wall. But yeah, it's a fun build. If you guys want me to do more builds like this, just kind of messing around with stuff, let me know. Or if you have any that you'd want to... See, this is the only part that's bad about this, especially with these enemies. Getting pulled and knocked down and stuff all the time when I'm reloading. It gets kind of old. But not that huge of a deal with Oberon. So, yeah, let me know if you guys want me to continue doing little episodes like this where I come up with, you know, random builds that may or may not be any good as far as, you know, end game or even being efficient or that sort of thing, but things that might be sort of fun. I mean, it is a video game. We're here to have fun, right? So I have fun. I had a lot of fun grinding and stuff to, like, put the forma into this weapon to do it. I had the idea today. All as that works. Like, what would happen if I made, like, a crossbow chain gun with Thunderbolt? Because Thunderbolt, it's really fun. Oh, Apollo went down. I don't even know Apollo went down. Can you just stop it? All right, we gotta get to a thing. Yeah, I mean, let me like I said, let me know what you guys think of this build, of this and that. If you tried something similar and you think you might have something better, let me know. And granted, I am only so far into the game. I don't have access to all the mods. Like, I don't have any Riven mods. Things of that nature. Haven't even heard whispers of them, really. I mean, I've seen them, of course, in, like, clan chat and things of that nature, but as far as, like, acquiring any, not gonna happen anytime soon, I don't think. But you never know. It's life support. For whatever reason, I spent a good, like, the first 10 minutes of this survival mode just wandering around trying to find a good choke point in this map, and, like, enemies just aren't spawning for some reason unless you're in that one hallway. Very scarce amount of enemies. Yeah, I guess as far as everything else goes right now, as some of you may or may not know, I have been waiting on a new processor for my PC that I ordered a couple weeks ago at this point. I received the first one, and it was damaged in the box. PC wouldn't post, wouldn't turn on, basically. And so I sent it back to get a exchange, and like I sent it back the very next day. So it's not like I was sitting on the thing forever. There are those orange crits. Those tasty, tasty orange crits. But yeah, I wasn't sitting on the thing forever. And I got an email saying they received it and they were going to send me another one. And that was like 4 days ago. So I expected to get it today. And then I get another email today from them. Oh, can you just... You know what, guys? You just need to die. You just need to die. I got another email from them today saying that they were finished processing my return and they were going to refund me my money. Which isn't what I wanted. I just want my damn processor. So I call them. And they're like, oh yeah, our returns department flagged it as a no longer needed instead of a defective exchange. Which is unfortunate, because then they charged me a restocking fee, which I got back, but it's going to take me longer now because they can't unprocess the return once they've already processed for a refund. So I have to... I'm going to wait. I don't have to. I'm going to wait for them to do a full refund. And then I have to order the damn thing again.
Life support has been replenished.
And they're like one of the few places where I can actually find a processor for my PC. God, these ancient corruptors or disruptors are so damn annoying when I'm trying to reload. Because I have a 4th generation chipset. That's the newest I can put in my system, so I just kind of have to deal with whatever supplier actually has the parts that I need, and they're basically it. I've looked at different websites, different distributors, but it all comes from the same source, which is the company I've been dealing with, which is fun. So I'll be waiting at least a couple more days to get my full refund, and then I have to order the processor a second time. And I warned them that if they labeled that processor that I returned as just a no longer needed and they restocked it, even after it's been installed, which they shouldn't do, it's defective. And if I get it a second time, I am not going to be very happy. So, we'll see what happens. And for those of you that are curious, it's the processor that I ordered is a Devil's Canyon i7 4790K. It's pretty much the best processor I can put in my motherboard. So, I'm stretching my current build to its absolute limit as far as what my platform is capable of. Just until I can afford to build a whole new system. With maybe even an i9 and that sort of thing. But yeah. So I know I got kind of ranty about other stuff there, but there really wasn't much else to say about the weapon. It's really fun when you get people in a corridor, when you can funnel them like into a tunnel or something, would be really effective. I couldn't get these enemies to funnel into a tunnel, however, so I wasn't able to show that off, but it is super effective in a tunnel. But that is going to be it for this episode, guys. So like I said, a little bit different than the other episodes that I've done in Warframe. Yeah, let me know what you think about the explosive chain gun crossbow. Yeah, if you like the episode, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you have anything to say, do it in the comment section down below. Do not forget to have a good day, everybody, and I'll catch you all next time.